Foundation India in 2016, which is more than 5 years ago. And prior to joining Grameen, I had worked on issues related to trafficking in persons and violence against women and child rights. And I had spent almost 8 years in the hardcore rights-based space of development work. Joining Grameen for me was by chance. But staying on in Grameen for 5 years has been a very, very conscious choice. And what motivates me here are the people who I work with, the impact that I see of my contributions, and I would say the sense of responsibility that I carry on my shoulders as a Grameeni. And this has all been possible because of the mutual trust and respect that I enjoy in this organization. So that is what is getting me going in this organization. No, I don't think any organization in the social development sector, which includes Grameen, will be able to say that it has fully achieved its vision. And despite this Grameen's expansion and its concerted efforts in eradicating poverty and hunger through socially conscious and community empowerment interventions, the gap still remains, between our vision and our reality. But that doesn't stop us from striving and working each day to bridge this gap. And today, Grameen is recognized as an impactful social enterprise with pioneering interventions like the Grameen Mitra community agent model, like deploying technology to benefit rural communities through our in-house applications and many innovations. So I would say that we are still committed in the journey to achieve our vision, but we have not yet fully achieved our vision. Our goal remains to serve and make services applicable to the underserved population. And in order to achieve that, Grameen's future lies in taking these pioneering prototypes and technological innovations to scale and expand. And in the future, Grameen Foundation looks to retain a lasting and sustainable impact in the domains of agriculture, health and nutrition, women's economic empowerment, financial inclusion, through various integrated digital innovations that are socially responsible, that caters to the specific needs of the vulnerable and marginalized target groups. So for me, I see Grameen as an organization that continues to uphold its cultural values and values of diversity, the values of equity, and values of serving the most underserved population, and the values of living up to its mission and vision. For me, gender is not a one-day event, and integrating gender is not a kind of a single agenda. So it has a lot of complexities. It involves mindset change. It involves cultural shifts within the organizations, institutions. So I think we all in the organization, be it at the staff level, be it at the partnership levels, be it at the senior management level, we all need to be mindful of how gender integration will not just benefit the society, the organization, but it will also create spaces for opportunity for organizations like ours, institutions like the government, institutions like the corporates, to make change in the world and include half of the world's population. So you cannot work in a system and in an ecosystem where 50% of your world population who happen to be women are completely excluded and left out. So there has to be a mindset change and an acceptance of this reality. See, when we talk about gender and the reason why women are in a position of vulnerability or subjugation, it is a lot to do with the systems and the practices and the norms, which are social norms, social stereotypes, and these are systemic problems which comes and stems from patriarchy. Now, I'm sure all of us identify and acknowledge and know that patriarchy did not happen in a short period of time. It has It has, created a power hub among men for eras. And to shift that power role in the context of today and in the context of future, it will take its time. This systems change is a very gradual process. I would say it is happening. A lot has changed already. There are a lot of people, including men, who are much more sensitive today to the discourses of gender. They feel the need to integrate gender issues in various avenues of their personal life, personal choices, creating space for dialogue and discourse, and even professional spaces. So it has happened. Some shifts have happened, but there's a long, long journey ahead. I would say the impact of COVID has been very, very personal, not just for me, but for everyone. And the situation that we were all thrown into was quite unforgiving in many ways than one. And each of us have experiences of losses that are irreparable, be it losing our closest ones, or losing jobs, or even being a witness to one of the largest exoduses of modern India, where migrant families were walking miles to go back to their villages and their homes. So, these were very, very haunting images and have left very deep impact on each one of us and changed our perception literally overnight. Being with Grameen during these most challenging times was a source of assurance and relief for me, because I saw my organization come together as a rock-solid team of support to one another and sail through these times with empathy. Grameen is on a path to grow, and as a part of Grameen, so am I a part of this growth. And we have seen that in the last 2 years, Grameen has entered into newer domains. We have branched into agri sector, or we are picking up our skills in the health and nutrition spaces, and we've delved into women's economic empowerment. So we have expanded our work. I feel people and organization can only be a part of change when they live the talk, and there is a collective solidarity to the cause that we are working towards. And for that, I think it is very important to propagate the core values that form the DNA of an organization, especially an organization like Grameen, being the change within and translate that change outside. Leadership is a journey. It's not a one-time achievement. You don't achieve leadership. And I would also say that, being a good leader needs you to be very, very authentic. You be who you are rather than try to be someone else. So if you are who you are, you may very well, be making mistakes. And that is all right. Leadership does not mean that you are perfect. Perfect in every which way. You're saying the perfect things, you're doing the perfect things. You are human beings. Leaders are human beings. So we are all making mistakes, but that does not mean that you cannot be authentic. I think the biggest quality that a leader should have is being who you are and practice your values and your ethics truthfully, of course, without harming anybody else, without creating any malintended implication of your actions. So leadership is all about inspiring other people by being who you are.